Well, good morning, my Teaserking family. How is everybody today? I hope you are well. Gold 3301, it's hanging in there. I'm in the middle of cooking barbecue chicken, so I got. What do I got? What time is it? Okay. I do like 7 minutes. I turn it over, 7 minutes, it's done. But I had to do the marinated. So gold, you can see, was at 33.40. Europe gets a hold of it, drops it from 33.30 to down $40 on their derivative, then back up, and then at 10 o'clock just before it goes down, and then of course the U.S. buys, as I have surmised by my analytical abilities. 33.01, silver 33.02. Now some of you think they're staying at 100 to 1. I think it's just coincidence, but whatever. So I'm dealing with this girl that hit me up on LinkedIn who does not understand markets. So this is a good class for that. She keeps fighting me on it because she's the type of girl that really doesn't understand anything. And she'll hire somebody to do it, but she doesn't know what she's doing. And so, in other words, I tell you to understand that. Luke, how are you? When are we going Capital Grilling? Well, first Capital Grill. Let's set a date. Silver, again, it's derivative, so we know it's not real. Nobody's selling an ounce of silver. We know that. Bitcoin, again, that's manipulated. We don't even know what it is. It's not even real. It's like Madoff. So would you be surprised Madoff gave you 15%? Are you surprised? You don't even know he didn't even make a trade. So yeah, 111. Who cares? What are you going to do with it? Could you predict that? Okay, where's it going from here? You have no idea because it's not real. So it's just some object out there. Not a great decision selling all of my Bitcoin for gold and silver. Well, wait till the gold and silver goes up. You're looking at silver, wait till July 1st when they take Basel 3 out of it. But your gold's doing well. And that's the whole point. Gold doesn't move like Bitcoin because it's Bitcoin is just nothing, right? It's air. So when it crashes, you'll be happy that you have the physical gold. But you can't look at it now and say, well, look, it's 111. I should have, yeah. But would you have sold it at 111? When would you have sold it? Just a second. I got to get my thing. See, the problem with Bitcoin is you don't know what it is. So you don't know what a good price is. You don't know where it's going from 111. My guess it would go down. Why is it going up? Are people getting out of dollars instead of going into gold, seeing its price fix, going into Bitcoin because they want to make $10,000 like they think it's just going to keep going up? I mean, we don't know what makes the price go up and down. It's not market. It's like the FX, which is all phony. So we don't really know why, the US dollar is 90 cents to the euro. Why? We have no idea. They don't price it normally. I mean, it's all bullshit. Warning profit. Bitcoin has gone up 37 times since I started buying it. I wonder if silver could do the same. Silver will do much, much better once it's not price fixed. So obviously what we're seeing is Bitcoin, they're letting it run for a reason, probably to try to pay off the debt, but they aren't going to pay off the debt with gold and silver because they don't have any. So It becomes, ask yourself, why is Bitcoin going up? Since we don't even know what it is and it doesn't exist and it's just digital, who's buying it and why? It's not like you have anything. It's not like it's backed by gold. So in the physical world we live in, it's bullshit, right? There's no reason for the price going up unless everybody's being scammed like Madoff, where they think, oh, I'm going to go into Bitcoin to make 10 grand. I'll buy it at $2 and sell it at 100,000. I'll sell it at 200,000. So where do you think it's going? It's at 111,000. Why did it just go down to 77 and now back to 111? What's the real price? What is it? We don't know. And this is the problem with it. It's not real. You can't see it. It's not backed by gold. It's not even money. You can't go on a vacation with it. Try to go to Italy or France with Bitcoin. Yeah, good luck getting an airplane or a hotel or food there. This is the problem. Oh, well, I can cash it in and go to the ATM. And yeah, I do the same thing with my checking account. I can use my credit card. So yeah, I mean, it's gone up now. When it goes down to 77, are you going to tell me I shouldn't have sold it? Because you don't know what it's going to do and you don't even know what it is. Nobody does. It's not real. So if you understand the concept of it, it's not real, then you're okay. I just stay away. I don't care what the price is. I'm not going anywhere near it because I know it's not backed by anything. It can't be real. At least my Willie Mays card it's a card. Silver will hit 1,000 and you can get it at 30. So it's just, you got to wait till July 1st because JP Morgan price fixes it. And the question is, why doesn't JP Morgan price fix Bitcoin? Why are they letting it run? That's your question. Because they're dumping their money into stocks, right? Amazon and Intel and all those, they're, the Fed's printing money to boost it up. So look at our stock market. Profit on Pawn Stars last night. They had a guy with a $20 gold coin from 1933 valued at 30 million, but they only offered him 25 million for it. Well, because they have to make a profit. Like they know 30 million is the fix. All right, just a second, chicken time. All right, sorry about that. 1103, remind me. They can't price fix Bitcoin because of the algorithm. Oh, they can price. It's on a whatchamacallit, it's still on analytics, so they can still price fix it. You don't think gold and silver are not on algorithms? They're tied to the dollar. So when the dollar goes up, gold goes down. When the dollar goes down, gold goes up. And it's going up and down against other currencies because it has no value. So the algorithm can certainly be price fixed. Pawn Stars, yeah, 30. They'll give them 25 million. Why would you take a coin with 30 million to Pawn Stars? So did the guy do the deal? Oh, wait, I thought gold can't go up in price. $20 gold coin from 1933. I wonder why it's worth so much. I mean, I would not go to Pawn Stars for 30 million. Look at Pawn Stars. I'll give you 25 million. Well, you're going to probably get 35 million for it. So why are you screwing the guy over for 5 million? Yeah, I know it's a show. I thought everybody was in jail. I thought the goofy guy got arrested and the dad got arrested for laundering money. Well, I would definitely put it at a private auction. That's what you should have done in the beginning. And if you didn't know what it was worth, you should have gone to a coin guy, not Heckle and Jekyll there. Probably. Yeah, check the date of it. I doubt they're even on for real right now. So yes, Luke, they can price fix anything. Believe me, they price fix stocks. If you don't think that, then you just don't understand it. All the stocks are price fixed. They do the buying of them, right? JP Morgan sitting there buying Amazon, selling it, buying Tesla, selling. That's why they're all so high. Is they're way over earnings per share. The price yield, price earnings ratio should be 25, and on some of these stocks, it's like 200. Who's buying it? Well, the Fed's buying it. That's what pushes those price up. Then you go, oh, I'm going to get into it. Most people are idiots, not our class, but most other people who have really no idea why they're buying things. They just buy them. They don't know. They see the price go up, so I'm going to buy it because the price went up. I don't know why. I don't know when to sell it. They don't have any plan of selling these things. That's the problem, right? So this is the problem. Oh, here's a picture. Here's Daria today. She sends me a picture. I haven't heard from her in a week, and she's got her nose operation tomorrow. So she sent me that. So have you been in the hospital for a week, or where have you been? All right. Anyway, yeah, I mean, everything's price fixed. Football, football is price fixed. Wrestling, they know the winner. Baseball, I mean, when the over-under is 48, everybody's betting over, they score 47. That's not a coincidence. Everybody knows it. And if it's 47 and they need over, they do that lateral play and score in the end zone to make it look good. So anyway, talking to this girl, I mean, she's really clueless, and she wants to go into business. Is well, what's the market like? What's your cost? What's your profit? She doesn't have a clue. Um, what's your background? Do you understand what you're doing? Doesn't have a clue. She's invested with this guy doing, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know. I don't know if it's options or what. And she says she makes money on it. I don't believe a word she says, but she doesn't know anything about it. Well, this guy doesn't. So she relies on other people to make her money. And when she loses everything, what's she going to do? That's her fault for not knowing. Uh, but I told her, I said, you've got to understand. Well, I said, says I got X amount of money. Let's see, she's got $1 million. I says, well, you don't have anything. It's not worth anything. And this is what Luke's struggling with understanding. Even if you have Bitcoin, it ain't worth anything. That's why you own the gold and the silver. You're getting off the Titanic into the lifeboat. Well, if you own Bitcoin, it's priced in dollars. If you take the dollars away, since Bitcoin isn't real, there is no value. The reason you're in gold and silver have a value. This is what you're missing. So you're not looking at the whole picture. You're looking at 111,000. All right, let's say you had 10 Bitcoins, you have $1 million. You don't have anything. $1 million isn't worth a nickel because it's in dollars, which are not worth anything. They've lost 99% of it. So $1 million times 99%, you're what, got $1,000 or let's say $10,000 of which go try to buy something with it. So you're missing the whole point. You've got to realize that if you have money, you have $1 million in the bank, it's worthless. It's monopoly money. How many times do I got to show you? That's what you have. This is worthless. So if you got 1 million of these, it's worthless. Well, look at, we talked about your friend Luke with the 4 million in the 401k who got laid off. He doesn't have any, it's not worth anything. Now, if he's smart enough to go buy gold with it, that will save him because the gold will only go up. And yes, it's price fixed now, but that's ending soon, July 1st. We got Basel 3 and we got July 17th. We got BRICS, and they've already come out with gold-backed currency. And that's it. The dollar's on its way out. When you see Trump running to Saudi Arabia to beg for $1 trillion from the prince, and they don't have it, as I showed you yesterday with that stupid wall, they don't have any money, even though they got the oil. So they're losing money with this stupid 2030 project that's costing trillions of dollars, and they're not even going to do it. So understand the concepts here. Luke, why would Bitcoin keep going astronomically higher and gold and silver snooze? It's price fixed. Gold and silver gold doesn't go up $1,000 an ounce. All right, the second chicken, and then it's done. All right, barbecue chicken is finished, so no more of that. The system is still dollar based. As Bitcoin goes way higher, why would you trade it, sell gold? That's what I did, but just way too early. Well, because Bitcoin doesn't have a value, it's not real. Just because it's 111,000 for a year doesn't mean it's a smart investment. If you were in Madoff getting your 15% and everybody else is getting 4, you'd be saying the same thing. Why aren't I in Madoff? Look at Madoff. Everybody gets 15% because it wasn't real. It was a Ponzi scheme. So Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme. You know that. I tell you that because there's nothing there. There's no physical. And somebody said to me, well, look at the internet. And I go, well, the internet, you can see, we're on the internet. We can see the internet. I'm on YouTube. I can go on Gmail. So I can see kind of the internet. But digital money and digital baseball cards and digital autographs do not work. Sorry, that's all Ponzi scheme. It's all a scam. So you're in Bitcoin. Okay, you can get somebody's stupid enough to give you 111,000. You take it, you laugh all the way to the bank, and you buy gold with it because gold can't get hurt, and gold's physical, and the government's not in gold. But because it's in options right now, it gets price fixed. We understand that. We know gold and silver are price fixed. That's why they're not running. I've told you that 100 times. That's why they're not running. Once they get off of that, they're going to run pretty good, right? Once China and Russia and Dubai start pricing physical gold, that you're going to see 10,000 in a blink of an eye. But gold's been suppressed. Bitcoin hasn't been. And everybody is brainwashed into thinking Bitcoin's real. And they see the price go up and people don't know, like this girl, she doesn't know what she's doing. But somebody says, oh, buy Bitcoin and it goes up. And she doesn't understand it. I'm telling her it's worthless. Bitcoin at 111,000 is worth zero. But you don't want to believe it because you go, oh, it's 111,000. It's only worth 111,000 if you get the fuck out of it and buy gold. Because if you buy $111,000 worth of gold today, you'll be a multimillionaire with real money in 2 or 3 years. When gold hits 20, 30,000 an ounce, we're just early. The government's price fixing it because how much do we have in Fort Knox? Oh, yeah, zero. How much does China have? Oh, yeah, 60,000 tons. And who's pricing it? Oh, yeah, the U.S. Yeah, they don't want the price to go up. That means China wins and Russia wins. It's like Trump trying to keep the price of oil down because Russia makes money on oil and pays for the war with it. So Trump's trying to keep the price down. It's all manipulated. You have to understand that. It's just basic. It's not free market. As I said, when I go to the grocery store, or no, when I went to the restaurant and got an omelet and they wanted $11.99, I told them to fuck off. I went to another one. It was $9.99. So I bought an omelet there, but we control the prices. We don't control the price on gold and silver. Bitcoin, people think gold and silver is not good, so they're not in it, which is part of the problem. JP Morgan price fixes it because they want to keep the price down because China's got 60,000 tons. It's all over. If gold goes to 10,000, it's all over. And it's all over July 1st because Basel III comes in and now you've got to deliver. And there's no gold out there to deliver. So the price of gold has to go up. And that's what you're not kind of understanding, the price fixing of it. You must understand the price fix. They're keeping it down, but they don't keep Bitcoin down. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Bitcoin is not price fixed. And therefore, it just keeps running because people want to make money without doing anything. I don't want to work. I'll just buy Bitcoin and watch it go up and I'll be fine. When are you going to sell it? Well, I don't know. Well, when's it going to stop going up? Well, I don't know. So it says 111. Okay, so what's your plan? Is that high? Oh no, it's going to go up to 200,000. You're an idiot. That's like red hitting at the roulette wheel. Well, it's hit 20 times in a row. Well, it's just going to keep hitting. Yeah, okay. No, come on. I mean, you can't be stupid about it. You've got to understand the concept. Bitcoin's running because people are scared of the inflation. But what they're scared of is the whole point. The inflation is money printing, not cost. The money has no value. So what good is $111,000 Bitcoin priced in dollars? It's not worth anything because the dollar isn't worth anything. Go buy a Coca-Cola at the grocery store. It's $3.50 now. Go buy Lucky Charms. It's $6 for a little box. That's the dollar losing value. I mean, it's right there in front of you. They price fix gas to keep that down so we can all drive and get goods. These tariffs, what do you think that's going to do? Right? They'll keep doing the tariffs, but Trump's so stupid he realizes that we can't get a lot of the Chinese goods from anybody else, so we can't substitute. So we got to buy the goods from China. So he's got to take the tariff off because China can't make the goods and make money at it with an extra 150% added on to their cost. So that's why he reduced it. Why he did it in the first place is he's a fucking idiot and he's listening to the George Soros guy. Why is he listening to him? I have no idea. But Luke, would you have sold the Bitcoin at 111? What if it goes back down to 80? You're going to come back and say, hey, it's at 80? I don't know. I don't own any Bitcoin. I don't want to own any Bitcoin. If you gave me Bitcoin, I wouldn't want it. It's not real. It's not money. It's not, you can't see it. It's not backed by anything. It's worthless. But go ahead and believe because you see a price of 111. You've seen Madoff. You've seen the stocks. You've seen the government screw everybody over. 2008, the banks with the stupid, the housing market's not going to crash. And then 3 or 4 banks went out. I watched that Big Short over the weekend. The housing market, it's safe as can be. No, because Clinton changed it and said anybody can get a house even if they don't work, even with no credit score. So you're loaning out. So you've changed the variable. So what is Bitcoin? What is it? Tell me what it is, please, because it's just air. Tell me what it looks like. Can you do that? No. What are you doing? You're buying air for $111,000. Are you out of your fucking mind? It reminds me of Beanie Babies or Pet Rocks or things where they're really, oh, wait, yeah. Oh, it's limited to 21 million. Yeah, says who? 21 million. Well, that's the biggest joke I've ever heard. So you're not wrong. It's 111,000. But what you're missing is it's in dollars, so it has no value. Profit. Of course, the next day he said the tariffs were back on. Yeah. Hey, Eli, how are you today? Google's quantum computer can apparently unencrypt Bitcoin. What does that mean? I don't know what quantum is, but is Bitcoin encrypted or what does that mean in English, Eli? I'm a finance guy and an economist. I'm not a computer guy. Look, the dollar is still dollar based. Has Bitcoin gone way higher? Why would you trade it, sell gold? There's why, but just way too early. Yeah, but your gold, when you did that, what was your gold at? 2,500? Did you know? Are you going to say this when Bitcoin was 77,000 like 2 weeks ago? And then would you have sold it at 111? And then when it goes back down, because we know who's running it, Larry Fink, and we know what's going to happen is they're going to short it. All of a sudden it's 111 and now the shorts are in and then it'll be 100. You watch. That's what happened because there's no reason it's 111. There's no reason that it's going up. People, because you can only, you can't buy them because they're not real. So I guess you buy them with ETFs, or you go into your Bitcoin wallet and buy, like, oh, you have 111,000 to buy a Bitcoin. I doubt that. So it's really, it makes no sense, and it's all Ponzi. So you got to be careful. Prophet, I was watching something on Canadian oil is now going to other countries. It used to just come to the US, and we price fixed it down. And now you are selling it to other. I got the video. I'll play it to other countries, and now you're starting to make money because you can sell it at a higher price. Yeah, China uses a lot of oil, but they're buying from Saudi. They buy now from you. They buy from Russia. They go through a shitload of oil. See, China and Japan don't have any natural resources. Neither of them have oil. That's what caused Pearl Harbor. The U.S., in a way to get back at Japan, did the embargo so they couldn't get their oil. Well, Japan's dead if they don't have oil. That's why they went into World War II. Why Hitler went to war with the U.S. Hitler thought everybody couldn't fight. Oh, the U.S. can't fight. Russia can't fight. We'll just invade. I think he watched Russia-Poland, the Russian-Poland game, and Russia looked pretty weak. So he said, oh, they look pretty weak, which they probably did. But, I was watching something on Hitler, and he actually made a comment about, or they made a comment about going after Stalingrad. And he didn't do it just because of the name. It was a very important it was a key point to get oil from their oil wells came up through the Volga River, or whatever the river is, in Stalingrad and this other city. So it was a very key point to get the oil up to their tanks, the Russians. So had he taken it, it was actually a very strategic thing to do. He just didn't know how to take a city like that, should have just blown it all up. But I think he ran out of oil and energy, and that was why they were down there, was for the oil, because Germany doesn't have oil either. All these countries going to war without oil. Amazing. Prophet, we just completed a pipeline from Alberta off fields to the west coast. Isn't Alberta on the west coast? So transporting oil overseas is much easier now. Well, there was that Keystone pipeline, was Canadian oil to Pennsylvania. And so we could provide oil that Biden, oh no, we're not going to use oil anymore. Incredible. So we see Saudi Arabia having trouble with their 2013 initiative with that big wall I showed you yesterday. And what could be one of the dumbest moves I've ever seen. Well, that's good. I mean, if you have the oil, I mean, China and Japan need it. Middle East obviously has it. I always think it's more appropriate when there's a desert. For some reason, I think the desert, there's oil under all the deserts. I think the heat and the lack of stuff causes there to be oil, because it's always in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia is all desert. Probably in Vegas, there's probably oil. Oklahoma, Texas, and their dry parts. And then in the cold parts, there's always gold and silver. So like Siberia, there's a lot of oil and gold and silver, natural gas, all that's in the cold parts. Eli, Japan's bond market just crashed. I can't believe it's still available. So, okay, so let's take a look. We got Japan's bond market crashing. We've got massive inflation in the US. Their dollar's worth nothing. We've got the euro, who's worth nothing. Why do you want to hold dollar instruments? This is the point that I'm arguing about with Luke and anybody else with Bitcoin. It's in dollars. It's not backed by anything. It's not backed by gold or silver. Why does everything have to be backed by gold and silver? Because that's real money and you can't print it. So Bitcoin is valued in dollars, but when the dollar goes to zero, your 111,000 goes to zero. And since Bitcoin isn't real, now what are you going to do? This is the Ponzi scheme that you're not looking at, Luke. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's not real. Bitcoin is not real. It's not backed by anything. It's digital, and digital is not real. You can't see it and you can't hold it. Right. And as I said, I can see and hold my Canadian club and my baseball cards. I can see them, I can hold them. It's real. I can hold a Rolex, I can hold a Picasso. I cannot see or hold a Bitcoin. Why is this so hard? The fact it's 111, just think, McFly, think. Do you want me to hand in your homework and my homework in your handwriting? I mean, think about it. It isn't real.